Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Back to throw. Poole, open man, that's Devontae Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. It's King, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's King. And space tough to come by there, so he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On second down now. It's King. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Poole, complete. Smith has it. Oh, what a juke into space. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Poole. He finds his man. Complete. It's Burgess.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
First down, King, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, it's King. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
That is caught at the 7.
And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive.
You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Poole. Touchdown! Drake London with career touchdown number 60. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Dalton sets up play action. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
3.5 to go, first quarter. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, with a minute 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And right now, they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But they can get out of this with a split. Knowing they'll get those home games later in the season, it could be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 79 yards and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Lockhart. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Poole, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
On second down now, it's King. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. King, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, Jaguars! Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive, and it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield,
under heavy pressure and down goes Dalton on the side. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. Let's go.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, good move. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
Right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. So after the pick six, they'll get another shot at it now, as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Dalton off play action. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Play action now. Dalton. Going across the field, he finds Phillips. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Dalton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions get a bit closer. The extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down. Poole throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's King. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 yards left on second down from the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throw, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we hit the halftime. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. It's King, and he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Poole over the middle, caught by London. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw on 2nd down. Poole. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They'll run on 1st down. King. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd down, it's King. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. This is a tough place on the field to take the sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Play action here with Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Dalton. Now the ball comes loose. And the Jags grab it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery. Poole. They'll get this out to Lynch. Complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On first down, King. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Jaguars into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there of second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 133 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18 to throw here. Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
He finds his man, complete. That's Zimmerman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Lockhart. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Three quarters in the books. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On 2nd down now, Lockhart, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Lockhart, and he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Over the middle, complete. That's Armstrong. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. On 3rd down, Lockhart, and he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. Lockhart, and he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 2nd and goal, Dalton, he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back. heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one that comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch.
In the game, instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense, and now as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? The try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Happy to play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down. King. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. It's King, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
And Park, I have no idea